Welcome to episode 8 of Cleveland Business Live. I feel like I was just running. Welcome. I wanted to say welcome to Angie Vodopivec. Yes. She is the owner of Yogi's Closet Boutique in downtown Willoughby, which I love. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Your dress looks amazing.
What was that?
Your dress looks amazing.
Yes. So I wanted to point out that Yogi's Closet is not just for yogi wear. So I got the cute little derby dress. Although I'm not going to the derby this year, I thought I'd wear it here.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully I'll get to wear it somewhere else too, but I love it. So yes, and by the way, I'm from eXp Realty, little logo up there, so you remember, but I love your boutique. I think I came in for the first time just a few months ago, and every time I go in there, I love a million things, and I have to go on a shopping spree. So it's like my newfound gem, especially 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
So yes, I just wanted to have you on, and I wanted you to share your story because I love, just your story, how you started and all that good stuff. So go ahead and tell us your background.
Okay, well, sure. Thank you. Please, if you hear any construction outside, they are working on the street, right on Erie Street. They're replacing the water line. So that happened in February before COVID even hit. So I've had a whammy this year.
Yes.
But let me get to your question, my background. So I was in banking for 27 years. I have always loved fashion. I would sit and play with my Barbies for hours, just changing their clothes, fixing their hair, putting different shoes with their outfit, all that craziness that little girls do. And then, and I always thought, oh, that's just, every little girl does that. So, and I did want to experience, corporate life and banking. So I was in banking for 27 years. I started as a teller. I went to school at night trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Realized that I kind of loved, sales and meeting people, developing relationships. And that's all, that's what banking is all about. So I was basically selling bank products. I went from the retail side, which was helping people with their banking, families, and whatnot, and then transitioned over to business banking. Then I was helping small businesses. So so my job was to go out and meet with small businesses, understand their business or their banking needs, their business, how their cash cycle went, everything I could. I'm sure much like realtors, right? Developing relationships.
For sure.
Yeah, so I loved that, and so I did get caught up in that, and I did that for a long time. So then I started practicing yoga. When I was turning 40, I realized that my son was then turning 10. I was a mom for 10 years. I was very focused on all of that.
Sure.
And over time, had gained 50 pounds. So I said, I got to do something. So I started doing yoga. And fell in love with that, and
therapy.
Yeah. So and then it kind of opened up this creative side of me, and I felt like the corporate business world banking no longer fed my soul. I loved it. I loved the experience I got, everything I learned, and all the people that I met, and then it kind of helped me, I guess, transition over to this. And then this was kind of a side hustle for about 4 or 5 years before I opened.
Wow.
Yeah, before I actually left the bank and opened a store.
Oh, wow. And so how long ago did you, and here you are. I mean, that's such a good little tidbit for people to hear again, is that you did the side hustle for 4 to 5 years. I think so many people want to start a side hustle, but they're just impatient and they want to give up too soon. But it took you 4 to 5 years before you got to realize your dream. And then how long ago did you open Yogi's Closet?
So I opened Yogi's Closet in February 2019.
Okay.
So just basically a little over a year.
Okay.
And I guess with the side hustle and the length of time, I mean, everybody's different. I'm just by nature a very cautious person. I think I told you I'm an introvert. But years of banking trained me how to act and be an extrovert when I needed to be. And I think everybody kind of does that, right?
You have to step in your role.
Yeah. So, but I also love it too. I love that it forces me to meet new people, because naturally I'm pretty, the quarantine really, I hate how all of that, everything going on around it, but,
right.
Being stuck at home really isn't.
That's where you want to be anyway.
I can come to my shop too. So this is like my creative outlet. And yes. And so with yoga and what I learned with, sales, any sales is, consistency is key, and slow and steady wins the race. So I didn't like starting little and building. I knew as long as I kept doing something every day, I would move it forward.
Right, absolutely. Little steps add up to big results for sure. So what do you love most about having your boutique?
Well, of course, the shopping. This whole thing started because my closets were exploding. And yes, closets. I had 2, working on 3 closets of the house.
My kind of woman.
For my clothes. And one thing I did love about being in the business world was the I loved suits and all that. I love that. It's like another part, right?
Right.
Dress up for it. So my closets were exploding. So I started selling on Poshmark. So I still love the shopping part of it, but now I don't even shop for myself anymore. I'm shopping for everybody, all the customers.
And we thank you for that.
I'll be like, oh my God, Lisa will look amazing in this. Like,
I love it.
Style. And so that's really fun.
I need to style it. All the help I can get. So how have you pivoted throughout all of this? Because your doors are closed right now, right? But you've utilized social media big time, which your Facebook page is Yogi's Closet, yes, right? And so, and also on Instagram as well. So how have you pivoted, and how are you, getting out there still and getting us our fixes?
Yeah. So I joke with my friends and tell them it took a freaking global pandemic for me to focus on the online and website.
Yeah. So much good can come out of it when you look at, what can you level up on during this.
Right,
yeah.
Right. So that's really what I did. And while I was working, trying to sell on social media and online was my outlet. I didn't have a store. I was doing pop-ups at yoga studios. I did the Cleveland Flea for a summer. So I eventually started doing that stuff. But before anything else, I was selling on Poshmark, on eBay a little bit. And then when I started getting boutique clothes, I realized I wanted to create a website for it. So I was doing that, but I really had no idea how much work it really takes to just because you build a website, they don't come.
Right.
So I spent, so this has really given me the time to go back and refocus my energy on that.
Right.
Because I don't have to be at the store. So it's taken about a month. I finally realized that Facebook Live sales work. I've had to, been very successful and so much fun because now I'm connecting again. And I actually, I'm able to, I started trying to find ways to pay my staff and keep them working. So they're delivering orders, or McKenna's here working on inventory right now. We're going to get all that cleaned up because I hate when people order something on the website and I don't have it. And it's because we've, mixed up the inventory somehow.
So you're doing those on Sunday, right? Sunday Fun Days?
I did Sunday Fun Day. I'm going to do this weekend. I think everybody was asking about jewelry. So this weekend I'm doing a jewelry bar.
Okay.
I may just sit with a glass of wine and I'll have to get the positioning right. And I'll just play with jewelry, necklaces.
I'm not showing you my nails, but I got these rings. These are so cute. These little stackable rings.
Oh, I love those.
And I've got some really cute. These aren't the earrings, but I got some really cute earrings. Yeah, I love all of your. A lot of your jewelry is locally made, right?
Yes, I have 2 brands now. I just purchased one item from a new brand that I'm going to try, but right now I do 2 brands. Homemade, which is made a working woman. She's in the medical field. I can't believe it. And on her release and meditation is making jewelry.
Wow.
So one woman that actually works a regular job, is
right,
also making our jewelry that I just love.
Yes.
Homemade. Her name is Deb. Hi, Deb, if you're out there.
Hi, Deb. And hi, April Ockington. She said hi.
And then so that, and then Goriana's, which is what I'm wearing, and Goriana I just love. So Goriana is very classic, I think. A lot of gold. They have some sterling. It's just really nice quality. I love it.
And when did you say you're going to do that? The jewelry?
So I'm going to do it this weekend. I haven't.
Okay.
Most likely, I may just keep the same time and do it Sunday morning at 11.
Okay.
This is the time we just did the last one. So.
So everybody can just grab a mimosa and do a little shopping with Angie. I love it. Yeah. How are you staying positive through all this? So it's, you are naturally an introvert, so kind of it feels a little bit comfortable, but still there's some challenges, I'm sure. How are you staying positive through all of it?
I just, what, the biggest thing is focus on what you can control. There's always, this is a crazy situation, but you can't let it get you down. And believe me, the other day I was driving to the store and I started crying, just because I missed.
Yeah.
I like to go to a yoga class. Now I'm doing it at home. I miss doing that with my girlfriends and going to lunch afterwards or going shopping. Those normal things
that you take for granted. Yeah,
totally. But it really does kind of recalibrate what's really important.
What would be one word you'd use to describe this pandemic?
Oh, I'm sorry. The
one word like you would use to describe this whole COVID pandemic.
Yeah, I would say just unbelievable.
That's a good one.
Overwhelming sometimes when you think about the what ifs and what's the what ifs and what's the future going to look like. But
I know. I feel like that word changes for me on a daily basis. It just depends on what day you ask me. So I love that you came on, and I want to have you back on again. And so best way for people to find you is on Facebook and Instagram, right?
Yes, Yogi's Closet. I have a Facebook page. I'm going to do Facebook Live sales.
Okay.
So if you want to join a sale, they're pretty
just
fun.
Watch.
I just talk about the product for 1 or 2 hours, and we play with it, and I put it on my on the girls that work here. They kind of act as my Barbie.
They're your Barbies. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming, Angie.
Thank you.
And I'll be shopping soon.
Oh, and anybody that mentions this broadcast, I'm just going to say you get 20% off your order. So do Lisa 20 and you'll get 20% off your order.
Oh, for how long? For the next?
Let's just do it for today till midnight.
Okay, Lisa 20. I'm going shopping. All right.
Look, we can do it till tomorrow night at midnight.
Okay, tomorrow night at midnight. Lisa 20. I love it. I have my own promo code. Yay! All right, Angie, thank you so much for coming on. And we'll talk soon.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.